Ladies and gentle gamers, welcome back to To Be Determined. We are finally back with another profile guest review. It's been a long time since I did one of these. Sorry, I've been kind of overwhelmed with all the update videos and all the progress we've been making on the profile, so haven't been able to make one of these in a little bit, but we're back. So if you guys enjoy, make sure to drop a like, smash the sub button, and let's jump into it. Before we get into our first review though, if you guys want to be in these videos, make sure to check out the Discord linked in the description. We open up reviews like once every week or whenever we do one. So it's been a few weeks since we did one, but all you got to do is be in the Discord and we'll ping you guys whenever a channel opens for you to submit your profiles. Unfortunately, we'll never get through all the profiles because there's so many people who want into these videos. So if you guys want to guaranteed get into a review though, check out the join button down below. T3 members get guaranteed entry into these guest reviews. But let's start off with our first profile. It's Taming 55, Farming 60, Enchanting 60, Carpentry 50. So it's always kind of surprising to see farming get maxed first. It's honestly a valid move to go for farming first. It's one of the cheaper things to get into that makes a lot of money. But to be farming 60 before combat 60 is always kind of a surprise. Missing some fairy souls, got 14 build net worth. They've got a decent amount of coins on them right now, but they don't have a bunch of money in the bank, so they definitely aren't at G drag level yet, which I mean, they're not combat 60. That's not too surprising, but they've got really solid skills, but their highest skill is farming, and farming doesn't give a ton of skyblock XP. Their bestiary level is 150. That's predictable. 1.1k magical power. Honestly, that's pretty solid for less than combat 60. 200 pet score, also pretty good. Heart of the Mountain tier 6. Okay, that's higher than I expected, to be honest. Kata 32, also higher than I expected. Pretty solid slayers. They haven't done rift yet, so that's gonna be a pretty large level deduction. They have really good carpentry, enchanting, and alchemy though, so I think that's gonna make up for a lot here. They do have taming 55 as well, so they spent a little bit of money on that. I'm thinking like 250s, to be honest. This could be higher, but with so much XP missing from fishing and mining, it's hard to put too much weight on it. It's really going to depend again on how much they've museumed. That's always a big deal. They've got really good magical power though, so I kind of want to say like 270, and I was off by a very long ways. Level 236 again. Farming doesn't give a ton of skywalk XP, so I'm going to blame it on that. But man, 34 levels off. If I was still doing paying Jacobus whenever I get one wrong, this would definitely be one against me. But we're not doing that anymore. You'll see why in a video soon enough. But nice profile from Sean. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, the next profile is Taming 54 and Enchanting 60, Alchemy 50. So we don't have a skill that's like a main skill that you straight up grind. That's really maxed. Combat 52 is pretty solid, but again, missing some fairy souls. But having joined a year ago with 5 built net worth, okay. They've done a little bit of Kudra, 800 magical power. Haven't really gotten into trophy fishing yet. That's not surprising. Haven't done rift either. Pretty decent minion slots. I mean, 66%. It's all right. Kata 55. Okay, what? I see why all our levels are so low then. That is insane. Your Kata level is higher than your combat level. What? Dude. So we got a Dungeons Rusher, which you can get really high level in dungeons, but what the heck? This man has done M7 and he's got this kind of magical power? What in tarnation? We're doing M7 with 5 bill net worth. No way. Bro, like this, you have to be level 200, right? To be doing M7, you gotta be level 200, surely. But what is this abomination? This is so cursed. Okay, wow. I'm speechless, man. I'm gonna say like 220, but that's probably way off. It was not way off. These pictures were taken a while back, so at the time of the pictures being taken, he was level 226. He's gotten 15 levels since then, so that kind of tells you how long it's been, but this is just like, never mind. Okay, it looks like the mods messed up, and I think they put the wrong dungeons picture in here. So thankfully he was not Kata 50. Oh my goodness. That was like, that would have been so cursed. But we got around the same skyblock level in spite of him being like, you know, 20 Kata levels off of where I thought he was. But man, that would have been so cursed. That would have been so cursed. All right, this is valid though. This is actually a good profile. I'm just glad that that wasn't real. Okay, next profile is a little bit more maxed. 200 mil overflow combat XP, 150 mil overflow mining XP, forging 24, fishing 37, Everything else is maxed, including taming, by the way. That's expensive. 1400 magical power with 360 pet score, Kata 52, almost max on all minions, 255 bestiary levels, and a ton of Kudrakon. This is a pretty good profile. I want to say like around level 400 just right away, and I think it's going to depend again on museum stuff, and I can't see his slayers, so he very possibly could have not done the rift, but we won't know until we check it in a second. But I'm gonna say this is like level 410. Okay, so this is Chile, one of my guild members. At the time of these pictures being taken, he was level 402, so we were only 8 levels away. That's not bad. Let's see, has he done rift? He has not gotten all the burgers, but he's done the entire rift, so that's pretty solid. How about museum? Does he museum stuff too much? I think Skycurve removed where you could see people's museums, probably because of the update. It's just a little bit difficult, but we can just look at his storm gear right here. It does not say soulbound, so I'm guessing he doesn't museum stuff really then. The warden helmet's soulbound, but like his Necron set isn't soulbound either, so I'm guessing he doesn't museum stuff too much. I don't know, all of these sets are soulbound. Either way, we were pretty close. Okay, next up we are combat 60. And that is the only main skill that is maxed. Taming 57 is honestly pretty impressive. But mining 54, farming 50. Okay, 1100 magical power, not bad. Almost 200 pet score. Kata 38. Pretty solid slayers. Hasn't maxed Vamp Slayer yet, but pretty solid. 200 bestiary. Pretty good Kudra as well. Okay, this is a pretty decent profile. I don't think it's level 400 by any means. I'd say it's either low 300s or high 200s. I don't know. I think he's got to be over 300, because if we're spending money on Skywalk XP to get taming levels, then we've got to be pretty decent. And Kata 38 isn't terrible. We haven't like maxed max slayers, but they're pretty high up, and he has done enough mining to get a decent Heart of the Mountain level, so I'm thinking like 340. This is WitherVG's profile, and at the time of these pictures being taken, he was level 307, so I guessed a little bit too high, so whoopsie daisy. But it looks like he doesn't really museum stuff too much, so we're gonna blame it on that. But solid profile. Okay, next up we got a kind of lower level profile. We've got mining 35, combat 29. This is a pretty recent one, I would say. 464 magical power, 67 pet score, pretty decent Heart of the Mountain level, decent powder. Kata 19, okay. And he has done Rift. W Man's already getting into Rift at this level is pretty nice. But I'm thinking this is probably around level 200. Could be slightly above, slightly below. It's really hard to tell with these early profiles, because who knows what his bestiary's like, and also like boss collections, things like that. I feel like we've gotten like a lot of the pictures that we need to kind of figure this out though. I want to say he's like 220. I don't know. I feel like that's a little bit high for this magical power, but he's already gotten Kata 19. I don't imagine you get to that before level 200, but the slayers are a little bit weak. Again, it comes down to whether he's museumed or not. Let's say 210. Okay, I was way off. At the time of these pictures being taken, he was level 139. Wow. It looks like we don't museum like literally anything, but still, that should not cover like 70 skyblock levels, so I'm just way off. I guess I should have guessed off of this pet score a lot lower, but like even then, I still would have said like 160. Like to have this high of a Kata level and that high of a Heart of the Mountain level as well is kind of insane at this level, so very solid. Minion slots, that's probably, I mean, he's got pretty decent minions. There's a couple low ones here and there, but like he's got a lot of them pretty high up. Bestiary is a little bit low, 85. And yeah, the collections, that's probably what it is the collections and the bestiary levels. But wow, that really threw me off. Very nice profile. Okay, next up we're taming 58, mining 60, combat 60 as well, and we could be farming 60, just missing one of the gold medals, but 300 mil overflow mining XP is kind of insane. Almost 1,000 magical power. Heart of the Mountain tier 10, of course, pretty good powder as well. Maybe a little bit low on the gemstone, but not bad. We don't talk about trophy fishing. That's getting a buff soon, so everyone's avoiding it. Kata 33. He has done his Vamp Slayers, but not tier 5 comp. Tier 5 is hard, but zombie level 9 with 2 mil overflow, and then we've got pretty decent spider, wolf, enderman levels. Very nice, very nice. 230 bestiary as well. So this is a pretty solid profile, I would say, just off of all this. I don't know how much dungeons I mean, we're cat at 33, so we haven't done a ton of dungeons. It looks like we don't really focus on combat too much. I mean, we do the Slayers, but Slayers, you don't need a ton of magical power. Once you get into dungeons, that's where you need a lot of magical power. So I'm kind of thinking it's got to be a pretty high level profile. It's between 300 and 400 somewhere, I think. I think I'm going to go with like, let's say like 335. Ladies and gentlemen, I have cooked. At the time of these pictures being taken, he was level 332, so we were only 3 levels off. That's pretty solid. And this is on Iron Man, by the way, so this is very impressive. Very clean profile. And now the last profile of the day is another lower level one. I'll try and not guess too high this time. But we've got mining 49, farming 40, pretty solid. Almost enchanting 60. Only combat 28 though. Not bad, not bad. 420 magical power, 86 pet score. Heart of the Mountain tier 8 with really solid powder as well. That's not bad. Cat at 10, and we have done Vamp Slayer, have not done our T5 comp, but it looks like we've done a decent amount, enough to get the time charm at the very least. But other Slayers are looking a little bit weak, and then the minions is 50% done, so not bad. But I want to say, just off of all of this stuff, like he's got really good mining, but I don't think that covers all the combat things that we're missing. We do have Rift, so that's a solid amount of levels just off of that. But the magical power is lacking quite a bit. I want to say like 165. And that's annoying. Luckily, through the power of Bad Lion Client, we can see he was level 162. So I was only 3 levels off. And that's the level he was at the time of the pictures being taken as well. But we will take those very solid profiles today. Again, if you guys want a chance to enter these videos, make sure to join the Discord link in the description. And another reason to join that is we are doing some rank giveaways in the Discord this month. Shout out to Deadeye Gaming for doing those giveaways for us. But if y'all want a chance to win a rank, make sure to join the Discord. There's a link in the description. And once again, if you want guaranteed entry into these videos, check out the join button. It's about $5 for a T3 membership, and you get guaranteed entry into one of these videos. But thank you guys so much for watching to the end. I hope you enjoyed. Should have another one of these out soon. I'm gonna try and catch up on them a little bit this month. Hopefully there will be some decent updates, but I'll also have some time to be able to record these. So thank you guys so much. Y'all have an amazing rest of your day, and God bless.